Hello and welcome. My name is Guido Bonanni from ASL Real Estate. Welcome back to another episode of Inside ASL, where you get an understanding of the ins and outs, who the staff are, what we do, and a lot of different things. Today, it's an absolute pleasure to be joined by Celestine Aramo. Thank you very much for joining us, Celestine.
No problem, Guido.
Celestine joined the firm over 23 years ago and has enjoyed being top salesperson probably many times now. Right? No, fantastic. Now, today's topic that we're going to be talking about is the importance of confidentiality in childcare business sales and why childcare business sales are great to own. Childcare businesses are great to own, right? Okay. So the first question I have for you, Celestine. Celestine, tell us what is one of the most critical things that you observe for our business vendors?
So our business vendors means the people that come to us that want to sell their childcare business, and quite often it's difficult to be selling your business. A lot of people have started their business from the ground up and built it up, and it is like their baby.
It is.
So they're very nervous coming to us to sell their business, and one of the things that they really want to know is how the business sale is going to be handled, and who's going to find out about it, So business operators don't want their families to find out that they're selling, and they don't want their staff to find out that they're selling. And therefore we have to treat each business sale very, very carefully and very, very delicately so that we manage to maintain the confidential nature of these business sales.
Well, confidentiality is one thing that we talk about all the time at ASL, especially around businesses, right? So I'm glad you brought that up. There's a confidentiality agreement, obviously, that each person needs to sign. We'll get into that a little bit later. Right. So what methods do you use to market a childcare business in the most confidential way?
Okay, so we do marketing. It's not that we don't do marketing, and we use the internet. We use various methods to sell the business, and we do need to get the word out there. So how do you get the word out there when you can't say where the centre is?
That's always the hard one.
Yeah. So if you notice on the internet, you'll never see a suburb from ASL under our listings. You might see Melbourne North, Melbourne Southwest, but you will never see also the exact number of places.
Yeah, exactly.
So we might be talking about approximately 100-place centre in Melbourne's eastern suburbs, and really that is enough information for people to know whether it's going to suit them or not.
Well, it's enough information, but it also goes a little bit further than that. It doesn't allow a potential parent or a potential staff member to be able to identify, that's the centre my child goes to, or that's the centre that I work in.
Exactly.
Right. No, it's really good. So Celestine, we've spoken in depth about the importance of confidentiality, and when someone's selling a business, it has to remain confident. But run us through the scenario of somebody inquires about a business, right? What are the next steps?
Yeah, so we might receive an email, or we might receive a phone call, and the person, of course, their first question is, where's the centre? How many places does it have? And we can give some vague information, but we really like to know who we're dealing with, and we would like to give the information out. So we, first of all, give that person a confidentiality agreement to sign, and there's a little questionnaire about what locations they're looking at, and what type of centres, what size centres. So we ask the clients to fill, the customers to fill out that form, and really that form is a declaration to say you won't talk to anybody else about the centre. You won't tell anybody else. You can tell your accountants or whatever, but you won't go to work and let your colleagues know, hey, I just found out our centre's for sale.
Yeah, there'll be no water cooler conversations about it.
It's very, very important.
Look, that is a very important document, and the beauty of that document there is that it's valid for 12 months. So if you are looking at buying a business, you sign a confidentiality agreement with us, and over the next 12 months you can inquire about multiple businesses, right? Until you get the one that suits you, or the ones that suit you.
Absolutely. And we've got a volume of information to give out, and as long as that form has been signed, then you can get the whole suite of information about the centre. And of course, the confidentiality agreement means that you don't rock on up to the centre and say, "Hey, I'm here to buy the business."
Very good, very good. Now, Celestine, you've been with ASL Real Estate for now over 20 years. We said before 23 years. How long has your time with ASL been in childcare sales and leasing? And what rough numbers of transactions have you been involved in?
So, actually all sorts of transactions. So we have the childcare leasing, which is a huge part of our business for many years now. And I think I can confidently say that ASL are the market leaders in leasing brand new childcare centres. And then there's also the childcare business sales, and then we've got the childcare freehold sales. So with all of those aspects of childcare sales, we have got a really fantastic insight into what makes the childcare industry tick. How many transactions? Lost count, Guido.
It's a hard question.
It is a hard question. There's hundreds, and sometimes we've done parcels of centres, 30 centres, 16 centres. So I haven't counted them all up, because believe it or not, Guido, what's important to me is that each individual transaction is treated with respect, confidentiality, and that I do my best to make sure that it's a great transaction for the vendors.
Yep. No, it's important. It's the big numbers. We are the leader, right? But each person each business, each freehold, each leasing opportunity is treated as an individual, which is something about being a family business as well, right? Where we understand that there's families that are buying and selling these childcare centres. Right? So that is a lot of industry knowledge. Why would you recommend buying a childcare business, right? And what would you choose, metro or regional?
So metro or regional, I have banged on about regional centres for many years now. I find that they are fantastic businesses. The regional businesses, if it suits the particular purchaser and they're happy to relocate or they're happy to drive, then you can find some great businesses with really reasonable rent. You become part of a lovely small community, and the thing with the fees in the regional areas is they're not really reduced fees because they're in regional. They're actually quite on par with metro centres. Why would you buy a centre in Metro Melbourne? Well, there's huge need. So you have a variety of centres. Sometimes you might find that you can have 2-3 level centres and state-of-the-art centres as well. So metro or regional, it's what suits the purchaser the best.
There you go. Now, Celestine, as I said it earlier, has been with us for 23 years. If you wanted to get in contact with one of the industry experts, Celestine, how would they contact you?
So I know it's really hard to make that very first phone call when you're thinking about selling, and maybe you're just thinking about it. You haven't decided to, but you just want to have a chat with someone. So please do pick up the phone to me, 0408 111 383, and give me a call. It's confidential. No one will know about the conversation except myself and yourself. And it's a really good way to start your journey on selling your business.
Yeah, and if you are a little bit time poor and you can't pick up the phone, you can always SMS Celestine on the same number or email her on CELESTINE at ASLRE. That's Celestine at ASLRE.com.au. Celestine, thank you very much for joining us today. Really enjoyed our little quick chat about to the industry expert. Could you please, just in closing, tell us in one sentence what you love about ASL?
I just love the family atmosphere, Guido, and being part of a team and feeling like I contribute something valuable.
Yeah, and you do contribute something valuable. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button so you can get the whole Inside ASL series. We also do our leasing and our business videos on the same YouTube channel, so you can get some insight into all that as well. All right, and thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day.